Karen, can I talk to you about something? Make it quick, Emily, I'm very busy. And you can leave that attitude at the door as well. What is it? Okay, so I've been underpaid. No, you haven't. Can I explain? I mean, if you must, but you simply haven't been underpaid. That's impossible. I mean, no, but okay. So I was obviously on 5 closes last week, and we finished at like 2, but we were clocked out at about 1:15. So we're missing, like, all of the closes are missing like 5 lots of 45 minutes, which, you know, it all adds up. Okay, but you told me that you would be clocking out at 1:15, so I manually clocked you out at 1:15. So it doesn't really matter if you stayed till 2, because you told me you were clocking out at 1:15. What? You asked at 11 when it looked like we might be clocking out. I didn't realise that was the time you were going to clock us out for. I thought you were just asking when we would be done. Why would you ask me at 11? I've got no idea when we're actually going to finish. It's an hour and a half before we close. How am I supposed to know? Emily, don't get this attitude with me. That is how it works. You tell me when you're going to be clocking out, and I clock you out at that time. But we still clocked out on the till. So you know that we actually clocked out at 2, and you manually overrided it to 1:15? You are all responsible for your own hours. You told me 1:15, you get paid till 1:15. That's the end of it, Emily. How is that the end of it? You've stolen our wages from us because you've manually overrided the time that we actually clocked out. Oh, here she goes with the dramatics again, Emily. You really should be an actress. You're very good at it. You really can't argue with someone like you, can you? No, you can't. Anyway, don't you start in 5 minutes? Well, seeing as you stole 45 minutes from me 5 days last week, no, I'm gonna be clocking in and then just sitting on my ass for 45 minutes until my shift starts, okay? Emily, you can't do that. It's incredibly busy out there. You need to go and work. And you can't steal my wages from me either. Who's next? You've got to be kidding me. Hello, Emily. Karen. What the hell are you doing here? Surprised to see me, are you? Well, yeah, seeing as you live and work in London, and this is Devon. Don't worry about all of that, Emily. I just wanted to check out your new place of work. Maybe speak to your manager about your behaviour, you know? Well, I'm not going to let you do that. Why not? Something to hide? No, just clearly you're unhinged. You've travelled all the way down to the southwest where you don't live and do not have any connections to. I have you as a connection, Emily. Yeah, how did you know that I lived here and worked here specifically? Well, in your notice, you told me the company that you'd be moving to, and I did see that in your emergency contact details that we have for your mother. You know, it's in this town. I just looked up the nearest one and assumed that you'd be here. That's stalker behaviour, Karen. Don't call me a stalker, Emily. I'm being a manager. Sure. Emily, you better not be pressing a panic button. That's very unprofessional.
So, Emily, after this interview, I think that you'd be a great fit here, so I'd like to offer you the job. Oh, that's great, Karen. I'm excited to get started. That's great. We can't wait to have you on board. I'm just going to get your number so that I can pop you into the work WhatsApp group, because you can chat with everyone else, and if you need things covered or we need to get hold of you. I'd prefer not to be in any big old work group chats like that. Do we have an online portal, like, where we get the rota and stuff? Well, yes, of course. We can send you the rotas directly, but I just think it's best that you're in that WhatsApp group, because we're a bit like a family here, so it's just good to be able to contact you on a casual kind of basis like that on the group chat. Oh, no, thank you. If you do need to get in contact with me, by all means, just call me directly, but I'm not really a fan of those work group chats. Well, it's a part of your job, Emily. Look, my last workplace didn't have the WhatsApp groups, and they really enjoyed that because it gave us kind of our own privacy outside of work hours, because I find that those work groups they go all the time, and even if you're not at work, you can't help but look in. So it's just good to have that separation from work, you know? Separation from work? Really, Emily? I'm confused as to why you don't want to prove yourself. What? Well, you're new here, so you should want to impress all the managers, impress the rest of your team, pick up shifts and stuff, so I just don't understand why you don't want to be in the work group chat. Look, by all means, I don't have a problem with people having my number, like if they need to contact me for cover and stuff, but just keep me out of the work groups. It's not a big deal. Well, it's actually a prerequisite of your job to be in these work group chats. It is actually in your contract. Okay, well, thank you for the job offer. I will be declining. Because of a WhatsApp group, really, Emily? Actually, it's because you said we are like a family here, and I tend to find that when people say that, they're a sociopath, so I'm just gonna leave.
Emily, hi, it's Karen. This is just a quick one to remind you that all of your starter training online, it hasn't been completed. Okay, and your first shift with us is tomorrow. It needs to be done before you enter the building and start your first shift. Okay, so you need to get on that straight away. There's a lot of units to do. Hi, I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, I should just complete that when I get there, right? Because I saw it's like 30 units worth of work, so it's going to take me, what, 3, 4, 5 hours maybe if I watch all the videos all the way through. So yeah, I'm not going to do that at home because I'm not being paid for it. I'll do that like on my first day before I start. I'll be clocked in for it. Excuse me? Says who? Says me, who will not be doing any work unpaid. Well, what an awful foot to start out on a brand new job on, Emily. You do your training before you arrive here. That's not going to happen though, because that means I'll be doing it for free. I don't work for free. Hence the word work. But we can't let you start working for us until you've completed all this training. Well, I guess I'll come in a couple of hours early tomorrow, clock in for it and do it on the laptop that you have at work so that I can be paid for it. Emily, that's not how it works. You don't get paid for the training. Then I won't be doing the training. But that means you can't start your shift tomorrow. Then I'll just have to do it on my shift tomorrow before I start working, won't I? Emily, Karen, this is absolutely ridiculous. No, we appear to have reached an impasse, Karen. I have never had a brand new employee speak to me with such disrespect. Oh, I'm so glad I get to be the first.
Hey Karen, I've got something for you. Emily, it's very busy out there. You don't have time to be back here chatting to me, okay? Get back to you with a job. Oh no, this is for you. What is it? Wow. Really, Emily? Really? Right now, as we're in the lead up to Christmas, you're gonna leave? Yeah. I don't want to work here anymore. So I'm gonna go. I'll do my week and then I'll leave. I just really think you're gonna regret this, Emily. It's such a wonderful atmosphere working here at Christmas because, you know, you're here all the time and you're working so hard because all of the customers are so horribly demanding around the holidays. And I just think you're going to really miss out. You know, it's kind of like thinking the grass is greener on the other side, and then you actually go and you realise how good you had it here. I really think you'll regret it. Karen, I'm going to talk about you, how you treated me and this place in therapy. I will not miss it. Well, I think you're making a terrible decision and you'll come to realise that, I'm sure. I would rather get curb stomped by Andre the Giant than ever set foot in this place again. Bye-bye now.